Assalamu alaikum. This is Protusha Burwal welcoming you all to the English news from Btv-Chattogram. Let's begin with the headlines. Chief Advisor Professor Mohammed Yunus emphasizes on enhancing quality and inclusivity of BNCC to engage youth in national development. Appellate Division sets November 20 for delivering verdict on restoration of caretaker government system during elections. Home Affairs Advisor urges citizens to immediately inform law enforcement agencies of any suspicious individual. Testimonies over Abu Said murder case held on 11th day against 30 accused, including former Begum Rukia University VC. Crores of Taka transacted in Asadganj on sale of dry fish, traditional delicacy of Chattogram. United Nations Climate Conference COP30 begins in Brazilian city of Belém with participation of representatives from 194 countries. And Ireland back to 70 runs for 8th against Bangladesh after first day of first test in Sylhet. Viewers, those were the headlines, so moving on to the details. Chief Advisor Professor Mohammed Yunus has called for enhancing the quality and inclusivity of the Bangladesh National Cadet Corps (BNCC) as part of a long-term vision to engage the nation's youth in leadership, discipline, and national development. The Chief Advisor made these remarks after a presentation titled National Transformation through BNCC by BNCC Director General Brigadier General Abu Said Al Masood at the State Guest House, Jamuna today. Brigadier General Abu Said Al Masood presented an overview of BNCC's current structure, Youth Workforce Development Framework, National Youth Workforce Plan, manpower requirements, budget, challenges, and recommendations. He informed that BNCC currently has enlisted 561 educational institutions and aims to establish branches in all educational institutions across the country. The primary age for joining BNCC is 17 to 18 years, and our goal is to train 4 million skilled cadets by 2030, said Brigadier General Al Masood. Chief Advisor Professor Mohammed Yunus expressed strong support for BNCC's vision, emphasizing the importance of ensuring quality instruction and forward-looking approach. Professor Yunus also emphasized the importance of self-respect, discipline, and inclusivity as core values to BNCC's mission. National Security Advisor Dr. Khalilur Rahman, Finance Advisor Dr. Salauddin Ahmed, Foreign Affairs Advisor Muhammad Tauhid Hussain, and Special Assistant to the Chief Advisor Dr. Anusuzzaman were also present at the meeting. The Appellate Division has set November 20 as the date for delivering its verdict on the appeal seeking the restoration of the caretaker government system during elections. The full 7-member appellate bench, headed by Chief Justice Dr. Syed Rifat Ahmed, fixed the date today after completing the hearing. Advocate Dr. Sharif Bhuiya presented arguments in favor of the writ petition. Senior lawyers Jainul Abidin and Barrister Ruhul Quddus Kajul represented the BNP, while Advocate Muhammad Shishir Munir appeared on behalf of Jamaat-e-Islami. The state was represented by the Attorney General Muhammad Asaduzzaman and Additional Attorney General Barrister Onik R. Haq. Following the fall of the government on August 5, 2024, through the mass uprising, 5 prominent citizens, including Dr. Bodiul Alu Mojumdar, Tofail Ahmed M. Hafizul Khan, Jubairul Haq Bhuiya, and Zahra Rahman filed a petition on August 27, 2024, seeking a review of the 2011 Appellate Division verdict that had abolished the caretaker government system. Subsequently, BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir filed a separate review petition on October 16, 2024, and Jamaat-e-Islami Secretary General Professor Mia Ghulam Parvez filed another on October 23, 2024. After 10 days of hearings, the country's highest court has now set the date for delivering the historical verdict. Home Affairs Advisor retired Lieutenant General Mohammad Jahangir Alam Chaudhry has urged citizens to immediately inform law enforcement agencies if they spot any suspicious individuals. He made the call while speaking to journalists after a meeting of the Advisory Committee on Law and Order held at the Ministry of Home Affairs in the Secretariat today. Home Affairs Advisor said, if anyone in a neighborhood appears suspicious, the police must be informed without delay. Referring to the upcoming national parliamentary elections, he said, the police are on high alert to maintain law and order and added that the special drives are being intensified to recover illegal arms and ammunition. Testimonies in the Crimes Against Humanity case filed of the murder of Rangpur's Abu Said, the first murder of the July mass uprising, are underway on 11th day against 30 accused, including former Vice-Chancellor of Begum Rokeya University, Hasibur Rashid. The deposition began in the morning at the International Crimes Tribunal 2, chaired by Justice Muhammad Nazrul Islam Chaudhry and assisted by two other members, retired District and Sessions Judge Munjurul Boshid and District and Sessions Judge Nur Muhammad Shahriar Kubir. As of the latest update, the tribunal has recorded the testimony of the 13th witness, Imran Ahmed, in the case. The witness hearing began on August 28 with the deposition of martyr Abu Said's father, Muqbul Hussain. So far, in 10 days, the tribunal has completed the testimonies of 12 out of 60 witnesses. Among the 30 accused in this case, 6 have been arrested while the remaining 24 are absconding. Meanwhile, the 6th day of witness hearing is underway in another crimes against humanity case filed over the killing of 2 individuals, including one named Amir Hussain, who was shot while hanging from a building cornice in the Rampura during the July mass uprising. The case involves 5 accused, including former TMP Commissioner Habibur Rahman. As of the latest update, the tribunal has been recording the deposition of police ASI Bajid Khan as the 7th witness and a Caesar list witness in the case. Among the 5 accused in this case, 1 has been arrested while the others remain fugitives. In the morning, all 7 detained accused from both cases were produced before the tribunal. BNP Standing Committee member Dr. Khondokar Mosharraf Hussain said that any government decision announced outside the issues mentioned in the July National Charter will not be binding on any of the signatory parties to the Charter. He made the remarks today at a press conference of the party's Standing Committee held at the BNP's chairperson's Gulshan political office. He said that the proposal was adopted at a meeting of the BNP Standing Committee held last night, chaired by the party's acting chairman Tariq Rahman. BNP Standing Committee member Mirza Abbas, Dr. Abdul Moin Khan, Nazrul Islam Khan, Amir Khusru Mahmud Chaudhry, Salahuddin Ahmed and retired Major Hafiz Uddin Ahmed were present at that time. The country's first ocean satellite ground station is being constructed at the University of Chattogram, with 80% of the work have already been completed and the entire structure now visible. The project, initiated by the Department of Oceanography in collaboration with China's second institution of oceanography, is being built at a cost of approximately 70 crore taka. Officials involved in the project said the facility will open a new horizon in Bangladesh's ocean research, blue economy and disaster forecasting. The foundation stone of the station was laid on March 26, and faculty members hope it will be inaugurated within the next few months. Once operational, the station will be able to receive real-time data from Chinese and US satellites within just 10 to 15 minutes, whereas previously it took 20 to 30 hours. This advancement will enable faster cyclone forecasting, coastal film modeling, and climate analysis. The facility will include a data processing center, frequency receiving center, and a modern laboratory. It will collect key oceanographic data such as sea surface temperature, salinity, current velocity, and chlorophyll concentration, all of which will be highly beneficial for blue economy initiatives and oil and gas exploration. Dry fish is a traditional delicacy of the port city of Chattogram. Various kinds of dry fishes are sold wholesale at city's Asadganj market. It is the largest dry fish market of the country. There are 30 to 35 varieties of dry fish in the market. The most popular dry fishes sold in this market are the churi, loita, icha, lokha, rupchanda, poa, pansha, rita, ulwa, hilsha, shurma, moila, and so on. These different types of dry fishes have different flavors and loved by not only the people of Chattogram but also people from other parts of the country. Winter is the peak season of dry fish and sacks of fish come in from the Sundarbans Dublarjor and Rangabali and Cox's Bazar Kutubdia, Shonadia, St. Martin's Island, Moheshkhali, Teknaf and other coastal areas of Chattogram. The best fish comes from Rangabali and Shonadia. Traders said the flavor of dry fish depends on its freshness, origin and size. To get the best dry fish at a good price, here a customer must know how to make a bargain. A number of dry fish traders come to this market every day from across the country. Traders said crores of taka are transacted every day for buying and selling dry fish. They said the price of dry fish increased this year as the fishermen could not catch adequate amount of fish in the sea. The Asadganj Dry Fish Merchant Association sources said the dry fish has been fulfilling the demand of this delicacy for more than 100 years. Besides creating jobs, this sector can earn a lot of foreign exchange through exporting abroad. Now, international news. The United Nations Climate Conference COP30 began on Monday in the Brazilian city of Belém, aiming to address the escalating global climate crisis. Representatives from 194 countries have joined this summit, which marks one of the most crucial gatherings in recent years to tackle climate challenges. Just ahead of the conference, the United Nations released a report highlighting the devastating impacts of the climate crisis. According to the report, 250 million people have been displaced over the past decade due to climate-related disasters. The report, published by the UN Refugee Agency UNHCR, reveals that an average of nearly 70,000 people are being displaced every day as a result of floods, storms, droughts, and extreme heat. UNHCR has urged COP30 delegates to take this massive displacement crisis seriously and to take immediate global action. Titled "No Escape to the Way Forward," the report warns that extreme weather events are driving both displacement and conflict. It further notes that slower onset disasters such as deforestation, rising sea levels, ecosystem destruction, and threats to food and water security are worsening the situation worldwide. The COP30 conference in Brazil will continue until November 21. This year's summit is being chaired by Brazilian diplomat André Correia de Lago. While hopes are high for meaningful progress, Korea voiced concerns on the opening day, saying that the wealthy nations most responsible for the climate crisis are losing interest in fighting it. U.S. mediator Jared Kushner has met Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to discuss the fragile U.S.-backed ceasefire in Gaza. Kushner, the son-in-law of U.S. President Donald Trump, who helped broker the agreement, met Netanyahu in Jerusalem on Monday as part of U.S. efforts to stabilize the tense truce. The meeting comes a month after Washington and regional powers pushed Israel to agree to a ceasefire. The truce has partly halted 2 years of Israeli bombardments, which leveled much of Gaza and killed more than 69,000 people, and mostly women and children, according to Palestinian authorities. Despite the ceasefire agreement, Israel continues to carry out attacks in the besieged Gaza Strip, violating the deal. As a result, the death toll in the enclave continues to rise. The Gaza Health Ministry reports that more than 250 Palestinians have been killed since the ceasefire came into effect last month. According to reports, 2 more Palestinians were killed in Israeli strikes last Saturday. Even after signing the ceasefire, Israeli forces have continued to attack Palestinians under various pretexts. Several people were reportedly killed near Gaza's northern border after Israel claimed they had crossed the so-called Yellow Line. Locals say this yellow line is a visible boundary with no clear demarcation, causing civilians to be shot dead almost daily. In one incident, a child was killed when a bomb planted by the Israeli forces exploded. Local authorities estimate that Israel has dropped nearly 2 lakh tons of explosives on Gaza, with around 70,000 tons still remaining unexploded. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said the conspirators will be brought to justice after the explosion that killed 8 people in Indian capital Delhi Monday evening. But there is no official confirmation yet on what caused the blast. A car exploded near the Red Fort landmark in Indian capital. Delhi's police commissioner said the blast happened at 18:50 local time. A slow-moving vehicle stopped at a red light before it exploded. After a high-level security meeting, India's Home Minister Amit Shah and other officials have said they're exploring all possibilities into what could have caused the explosion. Thousands of tourists visit the 17th-century Red Fort every day, which lies just a few meters from a busy trading hub. The fort is now closed for 3 days as the investigation is going on. A suicide bomber killed at least 12 people and wounded 27 outside a court building in Pakistan's capital, Islamabad, today. The attack took place hours after a suicide bomber killed 3 people and militant stormed a military school in the country's northwest. No group has so far claimed responsibility for either of the attacks. Hospital sources said several of the wounded were in critical condition. The court bomber hit near the entrance of one of the lower courts in Islamabad at around lunchtime, when the area is typically crowded. Images on local media showed people covered in blood lying next to a police van. A vehicle was seen on fire and another car was badly damaged, police condoned of this site. Pakistan's Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi said the bomber had tried to enter the court building on foot but detonated the device outside, close to a police vehicle, after waiting there for 10 to 15 minutes. He also said the police are investigating the incident from different angles. It's not just another bombing, it happened right in Islamabad. Whoever is involved, local people or from other countries, they wouldn't be spared, he added.